all your photo, video, and voiceover needs, check out the fine folks at Blueberry Productions. They will take good care of you. If you don't believe me, you can see for yourself. Check out their work at blueberryproductions.tv, the Facebook page, Blueberry Productions, also a Vimeo page, a YouTube page, and it's Blueberry, BLUBERRY, Prod on Twitter. Check them out today. Blueberry Productions, great people, great work, great service.
Hey there, your yard took a real beating this summer. Luckily, Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard has your back. Just feed your grass with Scott's again this fall when the air is cool and the soil is warm. It's the perfect time to give your lawn a boost. If you do, Winter Guard will give your yard the nourishment it needs to help weak, thin grass recover and support root growth, giving you a greener, more resilient lawn both now and next spring. Guaranteed. Grab a bag of Scott's Turf Builder Winter Guard today. You'll be back to barbecuing in no time. This is a Scott's Yard.
Hey parents, we all try to be extra careful with our children in the car, but then we get an important call or text. Remember, our children are watching. Make every drive a good example. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
Hello, my name is Travis Williams, President and CEO of Academics and Athletic Consulting, focusing on educating and empowering tomorrow's collegiate athletic leaders. My passion is for the education and genuine concern and care for today's student athlete. It's the centerpiece of my life's work. A college education, both in and out of the classroom, is a truly rewarding benefit. For more information on AAC, you can go to www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Once again, www.academicsandathleticsconsulting.com. Or you can follow me on Facebook at Academics and Athletic Consulting, or Twitter at Coach TWill24, or Instagram Travis L. Williams 24. Or you can call me at 404-542-6079. Once again, AAC is very proud to partner with J.R. McHenry of the Bossman Radio Show, covering sports and entertainment across the country. Please tune in weekly for informative, entertaining, and expert analysis on today's sports and entertainment topics. Thank you.
Dice is on the beat.
Alright, back on the Bossman show with a friend of the show, Bethune-Cookman's own Ryan Ritter. Coach Ritter, how things down there at Bethune, man?
Man, things are awesome. We got started last week and just looking for a great season ahead. I appreciate you having me on.
Now, Coach, I know you just got started with live practices here, so how those practices been going? Is it more so just getting everybody their feet wet again, fundamentals, basic drills, or you're trying to actually put in your offense and defenses right now, or you're just going to build yourself up to it as you closer to that November start date there?
You know, this year's been unique. We weren't able to have a summer session this year. Changes, transition. So we didn't have a summer session. And then, as you know, we got evacuated for a hurricane here about 2 weeks ago. So our first couple practices have been on speed dial. We have not had a ton of time to work with our guys. So it is full-fledged. We only got 30 days essentially to work with our guys before the first game. So we are making the most of it, and we are doing about everything you could think of to prepare for that first November 6th game.
I hear that. Now, Coach, I know you guys finished fourth last year in the MEAC, went 9-7 in conference play. So what did you and your staff do for evaluating what can we get better at going in 2019 and 20? Because I know you want to get better, win that championship, and get to the big dance there.
Yeah, you got it. The first thing is, and we'll never make excuses. We got beat out by some good teams. We got to stay healthy. Our best player, our all-conference guy, tore his ACL Isaiah Bailey tore his ACL in the third game of the year, and then our other two preseason all-conference guys missed a combined 25 games. So we just never got into a rhythm last year. Just couldn't get the right guys on the floor, and ultimately never developed that chemistry. So, the first thing is we got to find a way to get healthy bodies back, and then we were just not a very good 3-point or free throw shooting team, and we got to be better at putting the ball in the bucket if we want to finish where we expect to finish, and that's that top spot.
Exactly. Now, Coach, I know you're going to year 3 leading the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. So for you, what's been your greatest accomplishment in your 3 years of Bethune-Cookman from 17 until now?
I think we jumped out of the gate strong on the floor. We were able to win that regular season conference championship the first year. But we had not had any success in the conference tournament. And give credit to, we lost to Morgan State our first year, and we lost to Howard our second year. We just have not found a way to play our best basketball in the tournament. So speaking of pure basketball, obviously, NC Central has done a heck of a job in the postseason 3 straight. We got to find a way to play on that Saturday for a conference tournament championship, and ultimately, hopefully, punch our ticket to the dance.
And Coach, I think it's good, like you said, because really in the MEAC conference, it really doesn't matter what you do it's what you do in Norfolk. Those 3 days in Norfolk is what matters. Really, it's what you do in Norfolk. You can win the conference title regular season, go to NIT, yes, but if you want to go to the big dance, you got to play well in those 3 days in Norfolk, Virginia. But Norfolk State right in their own backyard there. No question, and it's funny you say that because I'd have to double check this, but there's 32 conferences in NCAA Division I, and only 11 of those had multiple bids. So really, conference 12 through 32, if you don't win your conference tournament, you're not going to play in the NCAA tournament. So, for us, it doesn't matter. Obviously we've got a tough non-conference. We got to find a way to get better, and that regular season championship is important. But when it really comes down to it, we got to find a way to play our best games, come March and get hot and try to find a way to have our name called on that Sunday. And Coach, I want to talk about the non-conference schedule. I want to put out for our listeners here. Bethune-Cookman's in the MEAC conference, and so is like other schools in the SWAC. They have to play a hard schedule on the road, most of the non-conference schedule. So you cannot judge the MEAC team on their non-conference schedule. They're on the road most of the time, playing guaranteed games on the road, trying to raise money for the school. And I'll let Coach Ritter expound upon that point, but I want to put it out there for the people that understand your record dates this December and November, not really the value of your team would come January, February, March.
Yeah, I mean, you got it right. It's funny because we're opening up at home. We have a non-Division I team, but then, we turn around and we play at Texas Tech. And, that's going to be one of the best teams in the country. They defend at a high rate. So, you go through the months of November and December, we've only got 3 home games. And I like to say, hey, we're going to have a heck of a record. But at the end of the day, it's just about us finding a way to get better, game by game. So when the MEAC, we crank that thing up in January, we feel really good about our group.
Exactly, because I try to tell the listeners, Coach, because a lot of the time listeners say, well, the record's not there. I said, you got to understand something. When you're at the MEAC level, the SWAC level, you have to play guarantee games on the road. Most of the time, nobody's going to come play you at home. So you're on the road or playing a zip tournament or something. So you're not going to be at home. It was hard on young men. I'll be on the road all the time, on buses and things like that. It's not going to be as good as you want to be, but it's how to make them stronger for, as we talk about, peaking late February into March in Norfolk there. That's what really matters. So I tell the listeners that all the time, Coach. I'm glad you on there to kind of give them that from a coach's perspective. That this is really the truth. What I'm telling them on the air every week.
Yeah, I mean, you just said it. We don't play a Division I home game until December 21st this year. That's just it's tough. You're on the road, you're getting beat up, and not to make excuses. Everybody's got their own factors, but when you're only able to kind of get one Division I home game, you're going to find out who you are real quick. And so that's going to be a challenge for our guys and our staff, but I know they're up for it, and we're excited for a heck of a 2019-20 season.
And you mentioned Texas Tech is the high major road game. Also a road game at Georgia Tech right here in our backyard. December 1st, I'll be at that game for sure. Also UCF is another high major game. And also you have some quality mid-major matchups as well. So, Coach, what are these games playing Georgia Tech, Texas Tech? UCF mid-major schools do for the Bethune-Cookman brand? And also, are you trying to get guys home to play games near their hometowns so they can see them play, and also kind of put a footprint of helping recruiting guys, making Bethune-Cookman a national brand where guys could come there, JUCO guy, grad transfer guy, and play well, and show somebody on film that they can play professional ball somewhere when they play for you?
Yeah, you just said it. Actually, all of those things. We try to take one trip every year where we can kind of honor one of our seniors. This year we're going out to Cal Baptist. We've got a young man from Compton, California, so hopefully we can get a chance to get him out there and his family get a chance to see him. And then all those things is we were fortunate 2 years ago to play at Georgia Tech, and ultimately they beat us, but we had a shot to win with less than 30 seconds to go. And I think for us just to have that brand of knowing, hey, we can compete with some of the nation's best, gets us on TV. And like you said, we're able to build our brand by selling pros and utilizing that coverage. So all those things go into the scheduling. But, at the end of the day, no matter who we're playing, where we're playing, the focus is just keep finding a way to get better. Keep finding a way to get better.
Coach, you mentioned you have a similar session, but who are some young men who you saw as they came back has really gotten stronger, improved their games over the offseason that you want to highlight to say, hey, these guys will be major parts of my rotation because they've gotten better from spring workouts until now?
Well, I mean, I think it starts with Quatrell Pope. Quatrell Pope's our redshirt senior. He was Defensive Player of the Year in our league last year, and I think in the conference, I think he averaged 17 points and 13 rebounds. He's second in the country in offensive rebounds. So he's a guy that can definitely play at the professional level, but he's got to find a way to get better here. And, he did not shoot the ball well from the free throw line, so that's an area that he really put some time into. But between him and hopefully we get this waiver from Malik Maitland, our starting point guard, I think those two guys give us a real shot to be very, very competitive in our conference portion of the season.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach, also about marketing. Right home in Florida, I know Bethune-Cookman has a brand, so does FAM. You have a brand, UCF, FIU, FAU. So how do you go about selling your program Bethune-Cookman differently from, say, a Florida A&M or UCF or FIU? The tell guys, hey, give us a look, too, because we have a good education here. You have a good opportunity to play ball here. If you excel at our level, if you're at the MEAC level, you excel really hard. They'll look at you hard. Because look at the OVC. John Morant and Dylan Windler were two first-round picks from the OVC. So if you can play, you're going to get drafted and get seen. So how you go about selling the program to get guys to look past only just looking at Florida, Miami, UCF, looking at you guys or FAMU or FIU to say, hey, give us an opportunity as well?
Well, I think the first thing is just the unique history of our school and our founder, Mary McLeod Bethune. She's one of the most influential women in history of the United States. So I think, really being able to sell the mission of our school is something that I really believe in. We're a faith-based institution, and we take relationships very serious here, and that kind of translates to our basketball program. So when you look into the academics and tradition of Bethune-Cookman, they're at a great level, but that also translates directly into our coaching staff, our players. People throw around the word family very loosely. That's our favorite F word. We love the word family. And I think we are very unique in the way we recruit. We sell relationships because we really value and we feel that our staff does truly cares about the student-athlete experience for each kid that comes in, whether you play 20 minutes a game, whether you play 40. At the end of the day, we're going to be here for 40 years helping to build those relationships and mentors rather than just the 4 while you're here going to school.
That's real key, Coach. I feel like sometimes some coaches, after they do playing with you, they kind of leave the guys in the wind. And I like the fact that I've noticed about your players, that how they support your team no matter what guys you had year 1, year 2, year 3, that they just support you. I kind of keep an eye on your players and see what's going on. I support because you're a friend of mine. I support your program. So I see what your culture you're building there, and it is a culture of family. And you care about the guys beyond just what they do for you on the court, which is very key because the student athletes, and you happen to be making husbands, fathers, lawyers, doctors, businessmen, because everybody's not going to go pro in basketball. They're going to go pro in the game of life, and you're helping guys do that ebb through and Cookman. That's why I appreciate you and your program, what you're doing with your program down there, Coach.
No, I appreciate you saying that. It means a lot more than wins and losses.
Yes, indeed. Now, Coach, that's what I got for you. I know the MEAC is a real tough conference. So, how have you guys adjusted to losing Hampton and now Savannah State going to D2? So I mean, does that mean you all play more conference games now because of losing those two teams, or does it kind of mean you play a more non-conference or one or two more games because you lost Hampton and Savannah State there?
You know, we actually are still playing 16 conference games. We just are only playing certain teams. We play twice. Certain teams we play once. So we'll play. I believe we'll play 16. We'll play them twice for a total of 12 games, and then we'll play 4 other teams one time, which would be a total of 16 games.
Got you. Well, Coach, looking forward to seeing you December 1st in Atlanta. I hope I catch you on the 30th when you guys get in town. I doubt you're coming up on Sunday. So I hope I catch the hotel on Saturday night when you guys get in town, man.
We'll be there Saturday. We'll be practicing, and then we'll be ready to hopefully crank it up and compete with Georgia Tech here.
Well, I remember you guys about beat them last time, so I think you can do it again. I think you all got the time to do it again, Coach. I saw you. Yeah, even Josh Patterson said that y'all played them. So even he admitted I played that game. So I know that y'all can do it again. I have confidence in you and your coaching prowess to get it done, Coach.
Well, I appreciate your confidence. Hopefully that can transcend into our fellas.
All right, Coach. Have a good Coach Ritter. Thank you as always, my brother. Talk to you real soon now.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it, my man.
All right, it's Ryan Ritter on the Bossman Show.
Hip-hop fans, I got a great album for you. The debut album from Family Grind ENT, True Speech and 313 Fresh. We're going to give you 2 discs, 33 songs of pure, genuine hip-hop. Albums available on iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, illstreetrex.com, and streaming live right now on Rhapsody, Beats Music, Spotify, Xbox Music, Slacker Radio, and SoundCloud. Check them out today. True Speech and 313 Fresh. Family Grind ENT. Believe in it. Get it.
A gorgeous tan from Suntan City gives you an inner glow that relights the fire when you run into your first crush.
Vicky, who was that?
An old boyfriend.
Lucky you just tanned at Suntan City.
Lucky he's single. We're doing lunch tomorrow.
Won't be single for long then.
During Tour of the City, try all 5 tans, including spray tan, for just $4.99. Restrictions may apply. Click to buy now.
Suntan City, let yourself shine.
When you're a teen, you finally get to make some of your own decisions. Who are you going to hang out with? What do you want to be? Are you going to glance at that text while driving? Remember, a split second is all it takes for something tragic to happen. Be in the zone. Turn off your phone. Visit childrenshospital.vanderbilt.org/BITZ to learn more about our teen driver safety program. Brought to you by the Monroe Carroll Jr. Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt, the Ford Motor Company Fund, and the Allstate Foundation.
It's maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Tell me what you gonna do to me. Confrontation ain't nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me.
Alexa, play Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Okay.
Maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer.
With Amazon Music, a voice is all you need. Get tens of millions of songs. Download the Amazon Music app today.
Yeah, it's your man JC, the host with the most, baby, and it goes down each and every Saturday night right here in the city of Memphis. That's right, y'all. It goes down at Clicks Sports Bar Memphis, baby. 3705 Malco Way, Memphis, Tennessee, 38125. Come out and join us, the Three Kings, each and every Saturday night for the livest karaoke in the city. Everybody gets in free till 10 p.m. only $5 after. Great food. We got drink specials. We got all kind of games, man. We got the pool tables popping. Whatever you want, we got you, man. Come on out. Have a good time with us each and every Saturday night. That's Clicks Sports Bar, Memphis.